Hey, Aubrey, how's it going today?
I'm great. How are you, Lindsay?
Good. Hey, Aubrey, when is the last time you hosted a party? A party.
Oh, I really do love to host a party. I did a big swimming party for my daughter's birthday. So that's
Ooh,
more the parties I
cool.
host these days are for children.
I see.
But
Cool.
every now and then I host an adult party. What about you,
Cool.
Lindsay?
Yeah, you like to host. Yeah, I also, let's see. I haven't hosted one at home in a while. But I love to host. I do like to host.
I do
It's
too.
it's
It's
fun. It's
fun.
fun. You can
Yeah,
kind of
we're talking.
control things. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so we're talking about hosting today because we got a really great question about some of the phrases that you use as a host. So if you guys are hosting a party, and these can be tricky, they're easy to mix up because they're pretty similar.
100%. We're going to get into this today. But first, guys, hit that follow button right here on All Ears English. If you are not following, that means you are probably missing some of our best episodes, including bonuses that come at unknown times, unexpected
Right?
times. So
Yeah, you
hit
got to
that
be
follow
following.
button now. Okay, Aubrey, maybe we can split up the reading of this question. It's a long one. You want to read the first paragraph? I'll read the second
Sure.
one. Okay.
All right. So, hi, Aubrey. It's Kurash. I'm Persian from Iran, and currently I'm studying a PhD in painting and history of art in the United States. I've been
Oh,
listening to Allers English for 3.5 years, which was very helpful to improve my listening skills for IELTS and also a good opportunity to get more familiar with American culture. So, here I wanted to give a shout out to Lindsay, Michelle, and you. So, thank you, Kurash, first of all, for the
nice.
shout out. And I'm so happy we could help you prepare for the IELTS exam. Kurash got the scores he needed on IELTS, which is always so exciting.
We really appreciate that, Courage. We're glad to have you as a listener. So here's the question. The question that I shared with you in the Q&A session was about interacting with guests. And Courage joined our Q&A, which is just for students that are personal coach plans. All right.
Yes, this is a really fun session. It's a one-on-one class with a teacher. So anyone who is in one of our personal coach classes, then
Yeah.
you're able to come to
Yeah.
a weekly Q&A to ask
Weekly
any
Q&A. Yeah.
questions you have. Yeah.
And it's one-on-one if you're the only one that shows up, yes, which is
Right.
an extra benefit. Not always one-on-one, but you bring your questions and you get to come and hang. Aubrey, would you like to read the question?
Yes, absolutely. So the question I shared was about interacting with guests. I had company, and I remember once they sat at the table, I told them, enjoy yourself. But right after that, corrected myself to help yourself. But in those 2 seconds, I noticed a brief change in someone's facial expression while staring at his wife. It was a funny moment, but like I said, I corrected myself. So I don't know in these situations how much these mistakes could be embarrassing or normal. Have an amazing day, Kurash. So in this Q&A session, it was really interesting because first we talked about that, you know, how much do people care? Is this a big deal? Should you be worried? And then also just about these phrases that we use to host and what exactly they mean and how to keep them straight.
Yes, we have real scripts, right? We have cultural scripts in the US, native
Yeah.
speakers, for when certain phrases are used in scenarios like parties. And we're going to show you what those are now. So all you have to do is just kind of run the script at the right time, in a sense, Aubrey, right?
Exactly. Yes. So
Yeah.
we're going to go into those phrases, but first I want to answer this question about like how big of a deal is this? Should we be concerned about these mistakes, right? Because we talked about that first. I personally, if someone's hosting a party and they accidentally say enjoy yourself instead of help yourself,
Yeah.
I
It's
would
really,
not be like looking at my partner like, oh, and like making a big deal about this mistake. But this
yeah.
is a little different person to person. I told Koresh, I'm like, I feel like that's kind of rude. I'm careful to
Totally.
not react like, oh, you
Yeah.
made this big mistake. And
Right.
also, I don't really care. I'm more interested in connecting with you. I'm excited to be at your party that you're
Yeah.
hosting.
Yeah.
But there certainly are those people out there who, like, when I make a mistake, they look at someone like, well, it
Yeah.
happens.
And I also don't even know if it's really that much of a mistake. Enjoy yourself. You also do say that as a host at a party. It's just in a slightly different context, right?
Right. Right.
So you could pivot and say, "Yes, enjoy yourself." So it's not a huge mistake. I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly. I agree. It is pretty minor, but yeah, there is a reason that people like sometimes because there are these subtle nuances, like you said, sort of these scripts, this
Yeah.
specific word for word thing that makes the most sense in each situation.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to get into now, which I am really excited about. So let's start. There are three things, right? Three phrases
Yes,
that we want to make sure our listeners have in their back pockets when they host.
exactly. Yeah, you need to have all of these and know when to use them. So, first is make yourself at home. And this is about welcoming someone into your home. But this is tricky too. It's interesting. To actually make yourself at home, if you take this literally, then you might like go to their fridge and get out food, take a nap on the couch. Is that really what they mean when they say make yourself at home, Lindsay?
Only if they're like your best friend or your brother,
That's okay.
sister, or something, and you feel fine going into the fridge. Generally, no, it doesn't mean totally make yourself at home. It means relax in my home.
Exactly. So this is interesting. This is one of those situations where we're saying something that we really don't mean literally. Like if you're hosting a party and there are a lot of people there, you'll say, make yourself at home,
Yes.
but that's still not your home. Like there's still party behaviors that we all know, the social norms.
Right, 100%. But this is one of the most common phrases you're gonna hear, and I guess not just at parties too. Maybe when someone, I don't know, I guess if someone comes over to visit you, you
For
might say
sure.
something like that. Would you say, Aubrey? Yeah?
Yeah, if they're coming
Yeah.
over to hang out for a while, right? If they're just there for a couple minutes, you wouldn't say this, but if they're going to be there a while, you might, hey, make yourself at home.
Or
And
if
this just
yeah.
means you're very welcome. Like, I want you to feel welcome.
Exactly. Or if they're kind of alone in your house, like let's say someone comes over, but you are
Mm,
on a work call, you're finishing up a work call. Hey, I just have 10 more minutes on this call. I'd love to chat. Have a seat in the kitchen, make yourself at home. That's another
yes.
scenario. You might hear that. Right.
Yes, right? You are welcome here. I want you to feel comfortable even if I'm not right there with you. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Okay.
So you might say, like, when someone first arrives at your party, the
Yep.
first thing you could say, is just, thanks for coming. Make yourself at home. Or so
Ye-
good to see you. Make yourself at home. This is a great
Yes.
greeting for a party host to make.
Exactly. So you'll definitely hear that usually when someone again is entering, not so
Yep.
much after they've been there for a while, right? That's the
Right.
other key thing
Exactly. It's
that we
more
have
of a
to say.
greeting.
Yes. Okay. Number 2, Aubrey, what is the next script that we
Yeah.
have?
So, second is enjoy yourself.
Yep.
And this usually means like have fun while you're here. And it
Mhm.
often is a way to say, like, see you later, like
Yeah.
to take your leave. If you've been chatting for a little bit, you've welcomed someone and be like, well, enjoy yourself. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, this is really good because it's kind of nice as a host to greet people as they first come, especially if they don't
Yes,
necessarily know anyone else there, to give them some
absolutely.
context about who's in the room. And then you wanna
Yes.
kinda let the catch up a little bit and then let them go so they can start circulating around the room.
Exactly. And it is interesting to think about how it would sort of be a little bit strange to just say this on its own. Enjoy yourself and walk away. We almost always couch this with, we might say, so nice catching up with you.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. And
Yeah.
maybe even adding, we'll chat more later because
Mhm.
you just don't want that awkwardness of excusing yourself to make it,
Yes.
you don't want it to seem like you're leaving because you don't want to talk to them.
Exactly, exactly. So I mean, as the party host, your goal, you want people, it's really cool when you host a party because you're bringing people together from different parts of your life usually. And your
Yeah.
wish is that they have a good time, that they connect with each other, right?
Yes, but you have
Yes.
all of these responsibilities. You need to
Yes.
greet people as they come. So you could just say, "Oh, I need to answer the door. Enjoy yourself. We'll catch up more later."
Yeah, Michelle and I had a conversation about this, about should you bring flowers? Because what that does when you bring flowers is now the guest has to go and find a vase to put it in, and it's like a whole thing they have to do. And so
Right.
we
Or they
kind of
might be
debated.
holding the flowers while they
Right.
answer the door for 3 more people.
Yes.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give them anything physically that's going to be a task, another task, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. Take a
Mhm.
bottle of wine. They
Right,
can
right. A
hold
bottle of
that
wine,
while
just
they
put
greet
it on the
people.
countertop. It's easy. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
What else, Aubrey? Is there a third script?
Yeah. So last is this phrase, help yourself. And this is all about the food and drinks. This means like, go get some food or get some drinks. We'll often say it if we have sat down to a table and we're all going to start, oh, help yourself.
Yes, 100%. Or you bring them into the space where maybe there's a long table where it's just hors d'oeuvres on a table and you let them know what we have, maybe. Say, "Oh,
Yes,
people
right.
have
Oh,
brought
there,
different things."
the
Mhm.
hors d'oeuvres here, help yourself. Or if you're still greeting people at the door, this is something you can say. You've greeted them and say, there's food and drinks in the kitchen, help
Right.
yourself.
Help yourself. Very, very common, right? So this is really when we're standing in front of something you want them to feel free to get on their own to
Exactly,
help
like, dig
themselves.
in, they don't need to
Yeah.
wait for anyone else, and
Mhm.
it's so welcoming, but it is tricky if you flip enjoy yourself, right? If you
Mhm.
mean
Mm.
to tell them, "Help yourself to the food and drinks," and you
Yeah.
say, "Enjoy yourself," it's like, "Oh, that's
Right.
not exactly what they meant." Not the
Yeah.
end of the world, not like you said, not the biggest mistake ever, but these do have specific uses.
Right. Like if you're specifically looking at the table of food and you say, enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's not the worst thing, but it's not exactly the right phrase, right? Yes, I
Right,
totally agree.
exactly.
So, or what would be another sample sentence with drinks, Aubrey?
Yeah, so if maybe there's an open bar, right? You could say, "Want a drink? Help yourself."
Yes, yes. And then the other context outside of a party that I could see here would be if we talked about sharing food at a restaurant, that you don't
Oh,
like or
yeah.
you like to share, but no one that you go to restaurants with likes to share or something like that. Did you mention that, Aubrey,
That's a
once?
good idea too to think
Yeah.
about. I don't mind sharing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll share. And if I have ordered like French fries or something that's
Yeah.
very shareable, then
Mhm.
yeah, this is a great thing to be like, help yourself. And
Yeah,
then
I
they're
have
just
so many
there and
fries,
you've
help
let people
yourself.
know, take
Right.
what you want.
Like, "Oh, these are so good, help yourselves," right?
Exactly.
Opening up your dish. So that's the other context where you might use that. Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, let's have a party.
Yes, let's do it. We're going to do a role play here. I am hosting a party and
Cool.
Lindsay has just arrived.
All
Ready?
right, cool. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. I'm so glad you made it. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. Oh, it's been way too long.
Yes, there are snacks and drinks in the other room. Help yourself.
Thanks. Is David coming? I brought something for his birthday since I was out of town for his party.
Yes, he's not here yet, though. Okay, I need to answer the door. Enjoy yourself. Let's catch up more later.
That's another important point is not dominating the host's time. Let them do their thing. Just be kind of I don't know, there's certain maybe this is another episode, Aubrey, but there are certain words you can say where you understand that they're busy and you're
Mm,
communicating that.
yeah, right. Something like, oh, totally get it. Catch you later. Something like that. Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
exactly. Maybe we'll come back to that. So guys, hit follow on the podcast. Aubrey, what did you say first here?
Yeah. So I said, I'm glad you made it. Make yourself at home. And this, yeah, very natural way to just welcome someone when they first arrive.
Yeah.
And really, it doesn't mean literally make yourself at home. It just means you're welcome. I want you to
Yeah.
feel welcome.
Exactly, and again, it's when they first get there. That's really
Right.
a key. It would be sorta weird if they've already been in your house, and then you say, "Make yourself." It would be very weird, actually, I
Totally.
think.
Even if, like, if you're the host and you're not the one answering the door, so you
Mhm.
haven't greeted them right away, but if someone has been there an hour and you finally have a chance to greet them and say hi to them, that would still be
Yeah.
strange. Like,
Yeah.
make yourself at home. It's really something you say when someone first arrives.
Yep, there's a window here for this one.
Uh-huh. Totally.
Otherwise, we just don't say it.
Yep.
Alright, so then you said, "Oh, there are snacks and drinks in the other room. Help yourself." So,
This
you're
means like go and get food and drinks whenever you want, right?
Yep,
It's just a very
right.
easy, natural way of letting them know they're welcome to get food.
Right, and you're communicating also that this is not a situation where they're gonna be served. That's
Right.
important 'cause you're not
That's a
this is
good
not a
point.
dinner party, right?
Because sometimes even there may be like, it won't be a dinner party, but there might be snacks and drinks, but you still
Mhm.
might feel like, "Should I wait? Has anyone else eaten yet?" And if the
Totally.
host says, "Help yourself," then you could be comfortable being the first one to get
Yeah,
food.
yeah, that's usually me. I'm usually the first one grabbing the plate.
Same,
"Okay, I'm
I'm not
hungry."
waiting. I might wait for you to say, "Help yourself," but I'm not waiting for
Yeah,
everyone else.
for sure. And then the last one you said, Aubrey, is
I
you
said, "Oh,
said
I need to answer the door. Enjoy yourself. Let's catch up more later." That just means like,
yes.
have a good time. It's a
Uh-huh.
great way to excuse yourself as the host.
Yes, excellent. And we have done some other episodes about parties. We can go way back if you can scroll that far down, guys, into the podcast, episode 385. That must have been like 8 years ago.
Yes, or
Uh
you can come to the blog and
yeah.
search 385, right? It's Are You the Life of the Party?
Yeah.
This is about, whether people are introverts or extroverts. Super interesting. I know we
Yes,
have super listeners out there who've
we do.
listened to every episode of the podcast. They might
Even this
remember
morning,
that one.
Aubrey, I met a super listener, someone at our fluency party from
Nice.
Guatemala.
Amazing.
Juanito, I think, had said that he had been listening for, I think he said 6 or 8 years. Yeah.
Amazing. I love
Yes.
that. I love meeting super listeners. I know you
I
guys are
know.
out there. We love that you have listened to the entire archive.
It's amazing. So, what's a takeaway for today?
Yeah, today's tips can definitely help you use these common hosting phrases and then understand what they mean when you attend parties, what someone's saying. But we always want to come back to connection, not perfection. These are not
Yes.
huge mistakes. Don't stress about it. The people you are inviting into your home want to connect with you. They're not that stressed about the words that you use.
Yeah, and I would say overall, say yes to the invite, right? Don't make a
Absolutely.
fear that you're going to use this one at the wrong time prevent you from actually going to the party. If you get invited, go. Such a cool
Yes.
opportunity, and I guarantee you you will feel better leaving the party than if you would just stayed home and kind of not connected,
I
okay?
agree. Say yes to the invite. Say yes to
Yes.
host a party so you can
Mm.
try these fun phrases.
Yes, I love it. And then come back and tell us stories. Bring us questions that come up, right? That will make a better
Absolutely.
podcast too. Love it.
Yes. So
Okay.
fun. I'm excited for all of you out there to host a party.
I
And
know.
Lindsay, I think it's time for you to host a party. We both need to be
I
hosting
know.
parties.
Holiday season is coming up. So
Exactly.
I'm excited to host some like marshmallow roasting on the porch or
Oh,
something. Some
fun.
little fires, the fire around the fire in the fall is really nice. Evenings,
Yes, like a
cooler
little fire
evenings.
pit
Yeah,
with
yeah, fire pit.
marshmallows.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
good stuff. All right, Aubrey, you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.